Sorry.
Oh, your camera follows you? That was crazy.
It's it's my iPad. It does this thing where like if I go here, watch.
Oh, whoa, that's wild.
I feel like I'm on The Office. I feel like I'm just like.
Well, nice to meet you both. I'm Ariana.
Hello.
Hey, Ariana, how are you?
Hi. So most of this film was shot in location in Spain. What was your favorite part of filming in Spain?
For me, it was the food and the wine. Great food, great wine. I love the Tempranillo. And each location seemed like it was more beautiful than the next. I mean, there was one night we shot it like an actual palace in Spain. So we just had the most stunning locations of all time and had like a very fun road trip ourselves, kind of filming all over Spain.
Yeah, what about you?
I completely agree. I think when it comes to my friendship with the great Virginia Gardner, it was, I would say, the cornerstone of that friendship was her kind of getting my feet wet when it comes to wine. And it comes to Ginny took me to my first Michelin-rated restaurant.
I did.
And it was me, Jins, Sarab, one of the producers, and Taylor, one of the producer's assistant, and Taylor, one of the producers, and we went to this. What was it? Like an Italian kind of a spot or something like that.
I was thinking about it the other day.
But then you went to that. The Japanese like fusion restaurant that I need to still go back to. Sorry, Ariana, we're taking your time by talking about food, but that's exactly what our friendship is now, and so. I would say the best part about filming it, on top of creating an amazing relationship with both Ginny and Jed, her fiance, has been has been just the best time. And so doing that through food and wine, even better.
Yeah, speaking of your friendship, most of the film is just you two. What was it like just basically only having one scene partner?
Horrible. We hate each other.
What a stupid joke every actor does.
Every actor.
Oh, they're the worst. Like,
no, I love Alex so much, and we got really close while filming that movie, and then Alex and my husband got really close, and now Alex and all of my friends have gotten really close, so it's been great.
Yeah, I've pretty much just decided, my favorite thing about Ginny is that she picks incredible friends. I've actually poached all of her friends. I guess it's not poached because she gets to have them too. So I've kidnapped and kind of given myself a +1 to all of her friendships. Shout out Zach Steiner.
Ginny, it's funny that I'm able to talk to you now because I feel like I've been circling you for a year. Like I did interviews for Fall, didn't interview you. Did interviews for Beautiful Disaster, didn't interview you.
Oh,
but
really?
now,
funny. Finally, we're
now it's you. But each character you play is just kind of this wild woman. What attracts you to these roles, and how do you relate?
I don't know. Maybe I just give off wild woman vibes. I'm not totally sure. But I like characters that all feel really different. I mean, I think in each film that you've mentioned, they're all a bit unconventional in some way, but all very, very, very different people with very different backstories and upbringings, etc. So I like finding characters that feel fresh and like we haven't seen that before. And yeah, that's kind of what like drew me to all of those characters.
Yes. And Alex, you started off with singing. What attracts you to acting so much, and especially acting in beautiful locations? Like you're often in Hawaii. Now you're in Spain.
It's hard to be Alex.
It's definitely an exciting life for me. Music is something that I've always done to express myself, and it's been my passion. It's where my heart lives, and I had the opportunity to start acting. Shout out Peter DeSantis. Just started working over with 33 Entertainment, which is sick. But he was my first agent, and he was the one who really pushed me to get into acting. And it, like you said, it's not a bad job. It's not a bad place to be. I also feel like I get to express myself creatively, and it's also a nice break for me to find other avenues to tell my story and to represent my family and my people and my my culture and So it's a lot of fun. I think for me, it just turns up to how adventurous and exciting can life be. And like Ginny, now I'm getting my feet wet and wanting to try and take risks as an actor and try new things. And so just taking what life gives me and making the most out of it.
Yeah. Speaking of stories, for this story, it's kind of like a dramedy. Like there's funny, there's romance, but then
Comedy, I've never heard that before.
it's actually really sad. Like, how do you relate to your characters, but how do you guys differ as well?
Did you say dramedy?
Yes.
That's great. I thought you said
never heard
dramedy,
that.
and I was like, Ginny, how have you not heard dramedy? That's like one of the earliest
Dramedy.
ones. No, dramedy is class. That's very cool.
But yeah, how do you relate?
I mean, I think the big through line for me is I always put some of myself into every character that I do, right? So like, of course, Mia, my character in See You on Venus, is very much like a part of myself, and there's a part of me that lives in her, and vice versa. But I do, she has a pretty serious disease, so I do a lot of research, and it's never said in the film what the disease specifically is, but I've kind of created that for myself and what that would feel like, and kind of doing some research on that. We both got the opportunity to work with a wonderful coach named James Minarski on this, and he was exceptionally helpful in kind of creating these characters and these lives. And I'm always really influenced by music. I like to make a playlist for every character that I do and just sort of like use that as a springboard as well.
Yeah, what about you, Alex?
I think I'm pretty much in the same place. Unfortunately, my playlist was a little bit sadder, just because my role had to be a little sadder. So like, I don't like looking back and listening to that playlist right now. I'm kind of on a different vibe. But no, I think when you prepare to play something, I do personally believe that laughter is it's gonna sound stupid, but it's the best medicine. I think I love finding the comedy in pain, and it's always how I've viewed things. And so it was definitely a challenge to find any kind of comedy and what kind of a pain Kyle is going through. And also just in this story, it's been a very fun challenge to find the comedic nuances that surround pretty sad and harsh things. But I think it was definitely a lot easier doing it with the help of James Minarski, with working across from Ginny, and we just had a great time overall.
Yes. What's one of the songs for each of you that was on the playlist?
Oh God.
I always, whenever I mention the music thing, that's the next question, and I never have a playlist like on standby ready to go.
Yeah.
Oh,
I do. I'm not gonna act like I don't have my playlist just ready to go. Here we go. So I'll say the play. Oh, you go.
You go.
So this might be. Can I swear on? Can I swear on this?
Yeah.
All right. This might be fucked up. There's a song by Phineas, the incredible artist and incredible producer writer, called "I Lost a Friend," and it's so sad. And I would listen to that before some pretty important scenes in the movie, and it was not as fun.
Yeah.
So Lillette, I got Ginny. I got a feeling Ginny's got some Matchbox 20 or some like yacht rock or something that helps her.
I do have a Rob Thomas. I'm looking at it. I do have a Rob Thomas song, of course.
I knew it.
A big one for me was the song Vienna by Billy Joel. I feel like there was a lot about that song and that tone that like made sense to me for Mia.
Yes. A lot of the movie is about kind of finding your Venus, whether it's like a person, place, or thing. For each of you, what is your Venus? I kind of have Virginia's guess because she's a newlywed, but yeah, I could be completely wrong.
What's sad is I actually thought of my dog first, but Jed's a close second.
What about you, Alex?
Oh man, I'm such a family guy. I think for me, it's just being with my family.
Yeah.
Or no, I'm just kidding.
Awesome.
No, it's definitely my family. I'm too much of a family guy, especially now, and it's just so important to love those.
Yes. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me. This was super fun, and I look forward to talking to you guys about future projects.
Hey,
Thank you
thanks,
so
Ariana.
much.
Talk to you soon.
Okay, thank you. Bye.